Hi everyone, Susan Campfield here. Everything went dark for a second. Welcome to Crafternoon. Happy Crafternoon, everyone. I'm so glad that I'm live here with you today on this very cold Saturday here in Minnesota. I hope you're all well. Please let me know in the comments if the sound is okay and if you can see me and all the things. Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you make and send. So thank you for all that you do. You are amazing. I hope that my videos help inspire you so that you can make and create even more cards. You're at a special video today. This is my monthly class. It's called Crafternoon. Every month I design a unique fun fold, and customers who placed a qualifying order last month got a packet in the mail to make this card along with me in this video. After the video, there will be an extensive tutorial that those people will get for free. Also, all of my team members got an email a week ago with all of the dimensions so they can cut and make the card along with me as well. And then, of course, they also get the tutorial. The tutorial for these cards will be available for purchase. In fact, it's already available for purchase. I just uploaded it right before I went live. So let me show you what we're making today. I'm going to go ahead and go to my desktop here. All right, here we go. Let's give this a try. So it's all good, Carol says. Yay, thank you, Carol. All right, so today we are making the side tower pop-up cards. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different versions of these cards, but first of all, let me show you some of the unique features of this card. As you can see, it folds flat to go into an envelope, and then it pops up. Here's the side tower, hence the name, side tower pop-up, and then it stands for display. On the back of this card is where you're going to put your sentiment. Oh, I didn't even stamp one on that one. Let's grab this one. So for this this particular version, which is the one that we're making in today's video, I used the beautiful, delightful floral designer series paper and the Delightful Wishes bundle, and also some of the floral and gingham vellum from that Delightful Wishes, Delightful Floral suite of products. Also using one of the Celebration freebies, which is that beautiful Starstruck embossing folder. This one I did put the greeting on the back, so a little more vellum on the back there. So let me show you all the different versions that you can do of this side tower pop-up. I'm actually going to start with where I got this idea from. I got you go to Pinterest and there's just things that populate in your feed. Well, there was a card that showed up that was a side, she called it a side tower card, and it was a 6x6 card. This is, I followed her directions, and this is what it looks like. Her name is, it's Susan's Garden Club is the name of her blog. It's at steernec.wordpress.com. I will put the link in the description of this video. She posted it on August 16th of 2024, and it was with some floating hexagon cards, which Louise over at Iced Images had inspired us with in the last 2 months Crafternoons, and I suppose that's why it showed up in my Pinterest. And anyway, she had this side tower card, and so I made her 6x6 version, and then I took that idea and imagined it in for standard in the US 4¼ by 5½ inch size. I did change a few things, but really love the card. So you guys want to see all of the different versions? Let's take a look. So we have bright and colorful right here with this adorable watermelon card. This is made with the Fruit Salad Designer Series paper, which is a celebration freebie right now in January and February of 2025, free with a $60 order here in the US. So again, pops up for display, and then on the back of this card, oops, I got my little cheat sheet there. We've got sending you a big hug with a little bit of watermelon at the bottom. This is a perfect card. You could even send this for Valentine's Day to someone that loves watermelon, right? Super cute. And then we have this version. This is with the Mixed Media Florals Designer Series papers, which are gorgeous. Also use the Mixed labels bundle. These are part of the Stampin' Up! Online exclusives. Of course, it pops up. That side tower pops up, stands for display, and folds flat for mailing. Let's keep going. You know what? I could have just kept creating, honestly, but I'm like, oh no, I need to write a 19-page tutorial on how to make this card. So this version is with the, I gotta look at my cheat sheet, the Bright Borders stamp set and the To The Point label punch that matches that stamp set. The Everyday Happiness Designer Series paper, and then of course that gorgeous Pretty Peacock and Gold ribbon. Again, pops up like this. Now this paper came out as part on January 7th as part of the Stampin' Up! Scrapbooking products, but hey, any pretty paper I can use for cards, right? And then on the back side, we have the greeting there. So, wait, I got more. Like I said, I had trouble stopping. All right, so this next one, the next two cards are actually with the beautiful, the adorable is a good word for it, Storybook Moments suite of products. This particular one with our little sweet brown bunny there actually have multiple options for you. Oh, hang on, let me grab those. Oh, hold on. In the tutorial, I've got multiple options because not everybody enjoys coloring like I do. This was colored with two sets of Stampin' Blends, Petal Pink and Crumb Cake, and I walk you through in the tutorial step-by-step photos on exactly what colors to do when. But if that is not your jam, you can also die cut Bunny right out of the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper and use that on your card, or the Storybook Moments Designer Series paper also has some pre-die cut pieces that can just be punched out, and that also would work. So all of those options are in that step-by-step tutorial. And on the back of this card, we have, oh, my cheat sheet. We've got Some Bunny Loves You. And then I love this suite. It is so, so fun. It is still in stock right now, right now. And then one last Storybook Moments because, oh my gosh, I couldn't stop. It's very similar, but this one I went with the white bunny on a petal pink card base. This one I was thinking Easter, and I used the Country Lace Designer Series paper for this version. Again, stands for display. I love this, this petal pink scalloped ribbon that's in that suite is just so sweet. Now this would make an adorable baby card as well. And on the back, I did go with Easter Greetings, which is from that Storybook Friends bundle. Okay, are you guys ready to learn how to make the side tower pop-up cards? Because I would love to walk you through it. This is my take on it, all right? So let's go ahead and dive in and create together. All right, I'm going to set these all out of my way. And I'm going to bring in my packet here. So again, if you placed a $50 order in my online store, if you live in the US and you placed a $50 order in my online store last month, you got a packet in the mail to make this card. There are 4 packets that have still not been delivered. Ran into a little delay with the National Day of Mourning, which was on the day I intended to mail out these packets. So they did go out. There was no post that day. So I had to wait. So those of you who are waiting, it will be arriving if it doesn't come today. Unfortunately, with Monday being a holiday, it will show up for you on Tuesday. If it doesn't, please let me know and I'll get you another packet. All right, so in the packet, there are some pieces and some of them are pretty similar in size. So I am going to be giving you the dimensions. Again, this is a class for my qualified purchasers. However, I do give the basic fold dimensions and score lines in this video, and you can then decorate it any way you want. So I want to walk you through. So we're going to start with the card base. This is a standard, at least in the US, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece of basic white. And then I'm going to grab this one, which is almost the same size, but not quite. It is 4 1/4 by 5, and it is scored in 4 places: 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch, and 4 inch. Let me say that one more time. This is 4 1/4 by 5, scored at 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you score it, at 1, 2, 3, and 4, you actually end up with 5 different panels. 4 of those panels are going to form the side tower, and the 5th panel is going to adhere that tower together. So we're going to start with this piece, and we're going to fold it on the score lines. Let's see which bone folder is least beat up. I've got my little toolbox here, thanks to the Country Hive. I love their stuff. In fact, they've got a free shipping deal going today. So if you go to the Country Hive, you can check out all their fun products. For if you're in the organizing mode here in January, like many of us are, 'tis the season, right? So we're going to fold on this piece a mountain fold on every score line. So every score line is going to be folded mountain. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, if you have your packet, you can make this along with me, or if you prefer, you can just watch and then make it on the replay. There are a few steps to this card, and so I learn better if I watch first and then do, but it's totally up to you, whatever you are comfortable with. Oh, good, Angelique, yours is showing out for delivery. You were on my list. You're one of my 4, so I'm glad it's coming today. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take our so we have 1, 2, we have, count, Susan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different panels. One of these panels is going to be where we stick it all together. So I'm going to fold here on this second score line. So I've got 2 panels on top of these 2 panels, which leaves me 1 left over. And that's the one I'm going to stick some adhesive on. I am using tear and tape. That is our strongest adhesive here. And okay, wait, you know what? I'm gonna do it this way. Sorry. Okay. I have the tutorial printed out. I didn't print out all 19 pages. I printed out the first few so that I make sure I follow along with it so that this video makes sense when you're doing the tutorial. So I'm gonna put the tear and tape here and stick it on like that. Does that make sense? So for those of you that are making this, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th one, just fold it flat. And we're going to stick some sticky on it. Got my tear and tape here. This stuff is so strong, I'm just going to use 1 piece close to the folded edge. If you're using a different adhesive, you might want to put adhesive on the whole tab, but this stuff is super strong. So I'm just going to put, can you guys see that? There we go. If I tilt it this way. So I've got 1 piece of adhesive right there. And I'm going to take my take your pick tool and grab the backing from that tear and tape and pull it off. So now I've got my sticky face up. I'm going to take these 2 panels and fold them flat onto that sticky. Stuck myself there for a second. All right, and now that side tower pops up, and there it is. Now, I wanted to just mention, if I push it this way, just like I did it, it folds completely flat. If I try to do it the other way, it fights me and it doesn't go completely flat. So when we're attaching it to the card base, we're going to want to have it be the flat way. You don't want it the not flat way. Hope that makes sense. All right, so I've got it flat. Find it, the flatness. And there are 2 panels on the back. I'm going to put adhesive on just one of those panels, and I'm going to be attaching it to the left side of my card base. Okay, so for this one, I am going to go with full 2 pieces of tear and tape. Kind of put one near the score and one near the other edge, just to have best coverage and so it doesn't lift on me anywhere, because I really don't want my side tower to fall off, right? All right, once again, good old take your pick tool. I put it away, everyone, so it's easy to find. No found it's yet today. It's a miracle. All right, we're going to go ahead and pull off that side tape and pull off that side tape. Hold it down on me a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so I've got my sticky side here, and I want to just stick it onto the left of my card base. And I'm lining up as close to that edge as I can get and press. And now up pops that side tower and it's attached to my card base. That's what's going to make our card fold. When I want to put it in the envelope, this will fold flat. This card does not fold flat the other way. That's okay. We don't need it to. We only need it to fold flat to go in the envelope. All right, so at this point, this is what you should have. And now we're going to do that pop-up piece, okay? So our remaining piece of cardstock here is 6 inches by 3.5. And it is, I'll do it this way. It's scored 1 inch and 2 inch, okay? Those score lines are actually going to go on this side, but when you score them, just go 1 and 2 and you'll be all set. All right, we're going to go ahead and fold on those score lines. Got our bone folder at the ready here. And we're going to do mountain folds on both of them. Okay, hold on. I'm going to flip to the second page of my tutorial to make sure I'm following my own directions because, you know, I'm a little tired. All right, so here we go. Love a printable tutorial. It makes life so much easier, right? All right, so we've got the mountain fold on our 2 score lines. Can you see how it's shaping up to that that pop-up piece right there? Maybe black wasn't the best choice to grab, but this is going to go on next. Now, we're going to use, it's very, we need to put this on in the right spot to make our card work, okay? We're going to use our side tower. We're going to squish it flat, and there's a score line right in the middle of the top of the side tower. When we stick this on, we want to line up the cut edge with that score line. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. So I've got these 2 scored sections flat. I'm going to flip them over, and I'm going to put a piece of tear and tape only on this one, the first one, I guess I would say. So I've got my tear and tape here, and I'm going to go to this, and I'm going to put 1 piece, again, super strong stuff, so 1 piece will do me here. If you're not using tear and tape, you might want to put adhesive on this whole section here. I'm just going to put 1 piece close to the scored edge, and then I'm going to go ahead and peel off the backing here. There we go. Now, to stick it to my card, I want to keep both of these flat. I'm going to flip it over. Again, I only have sticky on this one. And then I want to flatten the side tower with my left hand. And I want to stick this on, but I want to get it in the right spot. So my guide is the score line on the top of the side tower lined up with the flat edge of the pop-up piece. Not actually adhering the pop-up piece, but this is going to get everything lined up and in the right spot. Now I'm going to press this section flat. Okay, now when I let go, this is connected. And when we adhere this to the side tower, we're going to be in business. Okay, so we're going to now flip this open. Oops, hang on, it didn't quite, the bottom didn't stick, so it's wiggling on me. No, there is no wiggling allowed here. I didn't press hard enough. Now we're stuck. Okay, phew. All right, now we're going to open this back up, and I'm going to place 1 more piece of tear and tape near this cut edge on the back, and that's going to be glued to the side tower. So let's put a piece of tear and tape right here. All right, and we're going to pull off the backing of our tear and tape piece. Flatten the side tower with your left hand. Make sure both tabs are flat on the bottom here, and fold this over. It should now line up with that center score line on the side tower. Press it down, and now you've got your card base all ready to decorate. That maybe sounded confusing, but don't worry. I've got it all step-by-step photos for you in this tutorial that'll walk you right through, and you can just follow along with the video and you will be in great shape. Okay, so there is our card base. Let's decorate it because that's the fun part. So I'm going to bring in my packet here, and hold on 1 second. I'm super nervous today, and I had to grab a tissue. When I get nervous, my nose runs. All right, so we have a packet of fun pieces in here, and so we have some other fun pieces right there. We're going to start by pulling out the 2 embossed pieces, the 2 bigger embossed pieces in here. So I'm just going to open up my clear envelope. Crunchy, crunchy, crackly, crackly. And Do I dare live dangerously and pull it all out? No, I don't dare. I'm going to just, well, no, better not, Sue. All right, I'm just going to pull out the 2 embossed pieces so I don't lose anything. All right, so this is the 2 bigger embossed pieces. Again, this is the Starstruck Celebration freebie embossing folder, free with a $60 purchase. You've got a skinny one and a wide one. And then in your packet, you've got 2 little teeny ones. All right, we're going to start with the skinny one. I had to think for a minute where I was going with that. I need to grab my adhesive, and we're going to go ahead and stick this on. Now, all of the rest of the sizes that have to do with decorating are in the tutorial. Each card there's some differences. Now you want to center that on there when you're sticking this on so that you have about the same amount of border around all the sides, okay? Now, I love that folder too, Virginia. Totally agree with you. Now this piece we're going to stick on over here on this side. So let me grab my adhesive. Now with this one, you're going to have a slightly bigger border on the interior. So line up the top, so the top, the bottom, and the right side, you should have about the same amount of spacing when you stick that on. You're going to have a little bit here because technically this should have been a 16th inch wider. I don't do 16th inches. Most people don't have that on their trimmer. It's just not easy to do. So it looks great. You don't need to worry about it, but I just wanted to point that out, that you just want to line it up on the 3 sides. Don't worry about that inside part. It doesn't really show anyway. All right, so we've got those embossed pieces put on. Next up, we're going to grab some of these pieces. So you're going to have a pattern of designer series paper. I use 3 different patterns. So you might have this pattern right here, which reminds me of Forsythia. You might have this pattern here with the bright, happy, cheerful flowers and the pool party background. Or you might have this pattern right here. That's the one I'm using. They all come from the same Delightful Wishes Designer Series paper pack. And then you have a piece of Daffodil Delight and a piece of Lemon Lolly. We're going to start with the Lemon Lolly, and we're going to stick this on the front of the pop-up piece. All right, let's go ahead and get some adhesive on there. Hi, Heather. So glad you can tune in for your first live. By the way, I will be back tonight at 7:30 Central Time for one of our regular Saturday night video parties. All right, we've got our Lemon Lolly in place. Now we're going to take our Daffodil Delight. Again, all the dimensions for these bits and pieces are in the tutorial. They do vary somewhat with the different designs. Got my Daffodil Delight. I'm going to stick that on. It's very skinny. You're going to see just a little bit of the Lemon Lolly peeking out behind. And then the last bit, we're going to put our designer series paper on top. Okay, so let's do that. Fantastic. Pop that on. And just making sure I'm centered again. It's a very skinny border, so I'm going to take an extra minute to make sure I'm all centered. And then I'm going to flip ahead to my tutorial so that I'm I want to try to follow along here. So bear with me. I think I'm missing a page. Well, isn't that special? Okay. All right. And I saw what I needed to see. All right. We're going to go ahead and grab our packet here. And I'm going to pull out 2 more pieces. I'm going to pull out this cute gingham pattern and the strip of daffodil. Again, the gingham is out of the same pack of Delightful Floral paper. You can see some more flowers on the back. And we're going to go ahead and stick this onto the daffodil backing piece. Or you can glue the daffodil on there and then stick it on, whatever's easier for you. Again, oh, you don't want to go end to end. This is you should have an even border all the way around. I almost did it wrong. Good thing I didn't press yet. Okay, so it should look like that. And now we're going to stick this right in the middle of our center of our card here. Okay. Just like that. Fantastic. All right. How are we doing, everyone? We doing good? Let's continue to decorate our card. Now we're going to pull out this little tiny This is a sports, like a baseball card sleeve. And in that sleeve, we have a label. This label was cut from the Delightful Wishes bundle, or excuse me, dies. And we're going to use one of the stamps from Delightful Wishes to stamp on it. Now I'm going to grab that. So this is the Delightful Wishes stamp set. It has the word wishing, and then these different greetings go with it. Now there's a die that says wishing as well. So wishing you were here, wishing you all the best, wishing you a happy birthday, wishing you lots of love, wishing you well. However, I like to have the Crafternoon card be, if you didn't have the dies or these, I wanted to make sure that this card would make sense. So I am going to, and this stamp says you a happy birthday. I'm only going to ink up the words happy and birthday so that mine's just going to say happy birthday. So I've got my pecan pie ink pad here. Now you also could use Daffodil Delight. You could use like Crushed Curry, a little bit darker yellow. I actually liked the brown on this. So I am just very carefully, can you guys see that? I'm very carefully just inking up, hold the envelope in front of it here, just the words happy birthday. They're upside down right now, but just the words happy birthday and not the you are. Okay, and then I'm going to take my label here and I'm going to hold my breath and stamp it in the middle because I'm a little bit nervous today for some reason. I'm just shaky. So, oh, I got too low. Okay. As long as it's not crooked, mate, right? Let's pop that off. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, I can live with that. All right, so we've got our happy birthday right there. Now, if you don't have the Delightful Wishes stamp set, you can absolutely substitute with any small sentiment that is going to fit on your label or substitute another one. Doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to pop this on. I'm going to put a couple mini dimensionals on the back. And by a couple, I mean 4. I like dimension and I don't want it to be flat on the ends and up in the middle or anything weird like that. So I'm going to pop on 4 little dimensionals right here. Okay, it is very cold here in Minnesota. It's actually warmed up to 9 degrees. That is our high for the day. Tomorrow it's going to get colder and we have some negative temps that will be arriving later today and some dangerous wind chills that are starting tonight along with some warnings to not leave your house. So there we go. We've got our happy birthday popped up right in the center here. Oh, Pat, you're so sweet. I know. Why would I be nervous? I mean, I'm with friends, right? Who knows? Who knows? All right, we're going to go ahead and keep on keeping on here. Okay, so this one right here, I'm going to live dangerously and pull out all these little tiny bits out of my little sleeve here. And let's just hope I don't lose anything. All right, so we're going to start with this sprig. This actually comes from a celebration freebie. There is a bundle called Heart Shaped, and it has dies and a stamp set. It is free with a $120 purchase. Unfortunately, here in the US, it is currently out of stock. However, it is expected back the week of January 27th, so nobody panic. Celebration does go through the end of February. But you also probably have other sprigs that you could use, but I am going to attach this to my little flower by sticking a glue dot on the end. Or I might even just stick it on the flower. Let's see here. Pluck that right off. So this flower is die cut right out of the vellum. The vellum, the floral and gingham vellum matches the Delightful Wishes dies, so you can die cut out some images from that. So I've popped a glue dot right on the back of my flower, and I'm going to take this little, I don't know, looks like kind of flower buds and leaves, little spray piece, and I'm going to attach it. So I've got it so that one flower and one leaf are kind of hidden. I thought that was 2 leaves, but I think it's actually a flower, whatever that is. So that there's just one here that is going to be showing because it was a little too long otherwise. And then we're going to put a mini dimensional I just had them. Oh, found them. Take a sip, everyone. I have located I put them away. I'm not used to putting things away. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick this on onto the card here. And I'm just kind of figuring out where I want it. I'm gonna put my dimensional right there. And take off the backing. Sorry, I'm off camera. There we go. And just pop that right kind of on the end of the label so that the little spray piece is hanging down. It's okay if that spray extends beyond the side tower, because remember, the card will be going flat when it goes in the envelope. You just don't want anything that extends beyond this piece. That'll be a problem. Okay, so we've got that on, and then let's go ahead and put a little mini dimensional on the back of the leaves, also die cut right out of the vellum. And let's find a mini dimensional here. All right, there we go. And so I'm just going to put one mini dimensional on the big leaf. I'm going to pull the backing off, and I'm going to tuck that leaf right under the edge of my flower. There we go. Got our little flower on there. And then we have a little pearl that we can put inside the flower. So that is folded up in the sticky note that is in your packet. So just pop open the sticky note, and there'll be one antique pearl hidden away inside. Got my son to do all of the pearl cutting apart and packaging for me. Yay. And just pop that right in the middle of your flower like that. Okay. Now, one little thing we're going to do on the front, and the front is done, and then we'll get to the back, which will be really quick. So on the original sample, she had put a panel of designer paper on this whole column and also back here. I chose not to do that on any of my designs. I just did the end and here, but I did want a little bit, I didn't want to cover up, I didn't want to waste, you guys. If I cut a whole piece, most of it would not show. So instead, I cut two little tiny pieces for the parts that show. So you've got these two little teeny weeny itty bitty embossed pieces. And my favorite way to put those on is to use multi-purpose liquid glue here. So got the Country Hive's cute little snowflake glue holder out because, it's January, right? 'Tis the season. And I'm going to put a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. Now, if you don't do liquid glue, I know some people are not a fan, you can use glue dots for this. That would also work. And I'm just going to take this, and I know it seems like a little tiny thing, but oh my gosh, it totally finishes the card. And you just want to center it in the middle of the top of the pop-up channel. Okay, and we'll add the little one at the bottom. I suppose you could skip this step, but don't do it. It's the finishing touch to me for the front of that card. All right, so we've got that on, and now we're ready to do the back of our card. So we've got a few more pieces left over for that. Now this one, the piece sizes for this card are a little bit different than the others. We've got our pretty vellum here. Again, this is from the Floral and Gingham vellum that's part of the Delightful Floral Suite. And we're going to just stick this on. Now this vellum is, what I want to say, this vellum is heavily patterned and shaded and colored. So you can put at least, it sort of snail adhesive works beautifully. It does not show through. You can just stick it on and you don't have to worry about, like with a clear vellum or a completely see-through vellum, you have to be careful that it doesn't show through. My hands are shaky and I'm not getting it centered. Okay, there we go. We got one vellum piece on, and we're going to put on our other vellum piece here. Oh, good. You guys agree with me that it finishes it. It's the finishing touch, right? All right, so we got our vellum on here. Now, you could literally just put your greeting here, but remember, I've got all this lumpy stuff going on here, so I think it's safer to stamp it on a separate piece, so that's what we're going to do. And then, if we're putting a separate piece on, what the heck, we might as well add a little layer of color behind there, right? So we've got a little lemon lolly happening. All right, so I'm going to stamp a greeting here Also from Delightful Wishes bundle. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Sorry if there was a big clunky sound. Again, I've got my pecan pie ink, and I'm just going to stamp the words lots of love on this white piece here, and pop this onto. Okay, wait, I'm not following the tutorial. Excuse me one moment. We're going to put. We're going to stick. You guys get mad if like they're not in order from the tutorial. So we're going to stick our lemon lolly on first, and I'm just centering it, and it's probably a little easier to do it that way. I'm centering it between those vellum pieces, lined up at the top, lined up at the bottom. Stick that on, and then grab your stamped piece and put it over the top of that. And there we have our side tower pop-up card featuring the delightful floral suite of products. Okay, some of the suite of products, I should say. Let's bring out now. You might have had this pattern. You might have had this pattern. They're all so happy, right? They're so springy and pretty. And I know the embossing doesn't show up great on the camera, but it is just so delicate and beautiful. So let me know in the comments what you think. This tutorial is available in my store. I even have some of the pictures. I don't have all the pictures up yet. It does look a little different. It's coming, but the tutorial is there. It is called the Side Tower Pop-Up if you want to go ahead and dive right in. I hope you've gotten inspired. Let's look at some of these other alternate versions that I did on the Side Tower Pop-Up, just in case you're not yet fully seeing all the possibilities. Like, you could do so much. I could have kept making cards, but then we wouldn't have a tutorial on how to do it. So, all right, we've got our adorable watermelon pop-up, side tower pop-up card here with the Celebration fruit salad paper. I could have made like this card with almost every one of those papers. It's so fun. And I walk you through in the tutorial on how to make the little watermelon slices, super easy. And then we have this one with the mixed media floral. I love how this ribbon banner makes it look like a present. Perfect for a birthday, right? Just super fun. This is the mixed labels bundle. They're super cute. And these are the self-adhesive sparkle gems, which come in black, silver, and gold in the package. And just they had the perfect little sparkly bits there. So, but this mixed media florals paper is stunning. And then on the back, we've got our You're Pretty Wonderful. So perfect for a birthday, or you could do a happy birthday on the back as well. And then keep going here. We have this soft and delicate card. This is the Bright Borders bundle. I actually used the Hugs for Love stamp set is a bundle that comes with this punch and frames that match this. I went with the other one called Bright Borders that also matches this punch. The punch doesn't come with it as a bundle, but it comes with the other one. So of course I got both, right? So then we got a little bit of rhinestone on there, and that beautiful peacock and gold ribbon pops up like that. Again, folds flat. Of course, they all fit in the envelope. I didn't actually show you that. Very easy to slide that right in. And then on the back of our card, we have a little thank you message there. And then we have our double bunnies. This one is the brown bunny. This is a basic beige with the timeless plaid designer series paper, and again that scalloped petal pink ribbon. And on the back we've got Some Bunny Loves You. And again, in the tutorial I have options for you if you don't want to color this, although I do have it stepped out really easy for you, just 2 sets of Stampin' Blends. You can do this little bunny die cut right out of the paper, or you can do this bunny punched out from the die cuts that come in the paper. Those are not pictured online when you get the paper, but there are 2 sheets of pre-done die cuts in there that you can punch out to add to your cards for a quick and easy card. And then we have this one. Now, yes, this bunny is colored, but it's super easy coloring because it's a white bunny. So for this one, I actually used the standard Stampin' Write markers. So I used the Petal Pink Stampin' Write markers to just dot his nose and color his ear. That's it. Simple, simple coloring, right? Anyone could do that, right? And then these are the, ooh, what are those called? I've lost my note with had that. Oh, the low profile dots, which are an online exclusive. Now, I do want to mention that right now, if you have a lot of things on your wish list, the best deal you can get is to purchase the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit and try out being a demonstrator. Right now during celebration, you get $125 for $99 free shipping. Plus, you can get 2 sets of markers in the color family of your choice. And an exclusive stamp set. Or if you don't want the markers, you can get $30 in extra product. So this little one is an Easter card. On the back, we've got our sentiment Easter greetings, but it would make a super cute baby card as well. All right, friends, I am going to flip the camera here. What is the frame? Oh, good question. The frame on both of these cards is from the Storybook Friends bundle. There's actually 3 frames in the bundle. 2 are oval shaped, I want to say, and this one is rectangular, and it is gorgeous. It just totally makes the card, right? So easy. Just die cut it out and you are all set. I am going to flip the camera here. I did it right. Yay! Thank you so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making and sending handmade cards. You are absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. So thank you so much for all that you do. I'll be back this evening. Oh, I should also mention, I didn't even mention, oh, Susan. Okay, here we go. If you would like notification when the blog post for this project goes up, which will be probably a couple days, we'll see how we go, but I've got a full schedule the next couple days here, so probably won't be up till Monday. That will have all the pictures of the projects. If you're not currently getting my blog posts, you can go to suestampfield.com and sign up for the blog posts. You can also sign up for free project sheets while you're over there. But the tutorial is in my tutorial store on my website, suestampfield.com. Go to shop and go to tutorials, and you can get started creating right now. Take care, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you tonight at 7:30 Central Time for another video adventure. See you then. Bye-bye.